almost as old as the sport itself. Two teams that when the history books are referenced, their names populate virtually every page. Winged helmets, golden domes, and as always, when these two match up, legacy is on the line. Welcome to the Big House, Michigan Stadium. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Michigan went through one of the most dramatic off seasons we've ever seen in college football, but they have steadied the ship, hiring longtime head coach Kyle Whittingham, who is highly respected and highly thought of in this industry. Whittingham has brought some stability to that program. We'll see if he's able to get the same results on the field with a talented roster. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Wolverines offense comes onto the field first today. Michigan really took it to Notre Dame the last time they met, and Hail to the Victors was playing loudly.
It was playing loudly, and they beat the snot out of the Irish. And the Irish better not forget that. And it was the physicality of Michigan taking over. Are the Irish going to be ready today?
Yeah, Notre Dame was really upset. They just couldn't answer the bell. Everything seemed to snowball on them, one bad thing after another. They've got to be mentally tougher in this game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Out wide right, it's Marshall. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Wolverines. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. So Notre Dame's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make the play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups? Or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose.
When you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, the defense does a really good job playing assignment football. Man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell. Had the running back taken care of, too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Keeping his eyes downfield. And the rush will get to him at the 25. How many problems does it cause for an offense when the D can get pressure from its nose tackle?
He's usually a guy that sits in the middle and two-gap.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And I absolutely understand wanting to make a play for your team, man, but you've got to know when to give it up. You're at this part of the field, man. This is the part of the field where you throw the football. You get rid of it. You don't take a sack, because what that does now to your field goal operation. A lot longer. Now the decision becomes a lot harder for this offense when he could have just thrown the football away and not taken the big loss.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeps it, looking for room. Sweet! It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback did everything right in terms of his reads on that option play. He was supposed to keep it, but he's got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Give the defense credit for getting to him and creating the takeaway.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. The give is to Williams. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. This quarterback part of their running game. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Moving out to the right. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And we're even here in the first.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Michigan offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Season alley. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
Listen, my job is to poke and prod and find where you're weak. I like it. Get the ball in the perimeter. How are the ends playing the run support? Can I get on the edge, make some big, easy plays early in this ballgame?
And show them a variety of runs that can keep them guessing later on.
No doubt, and I'm making memory of all this stuff. Did it work? What were they in? Can I get back to this later?
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The kick is on its way. Searching for space. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They have it for the third time and still looking for their initial first down of the game. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. There's no logical reason these two shouldn't play every year. The proximity, both powerhouses, but squabbles get in the way from time to time, guys.
They sure do, and I think Notre Dame being an independent always makes things tricky and difficult, but at the same time, they're always playing USC every year, David. I'd love to see them schedule Michigan each and every season.
And just make it happen. We've lost so many rivalries in sports because of money, because of conference realignment. We don't need to lose another.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. How about this DB turning on the Jets and getting the first sack of the game for this defense?
And that is how you come from the secondary with authority. Come with some speed, some vitriol, some hate. Just get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. Nice job by the secondary getting to the quarterback.
Nice play by the defense to jar that.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Throwing, Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Play action, C.J. Carr. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Selling the fake. They're all over it. Blasted as he lets it go.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game. They're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, that time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense snapping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced a negative play. Now setting up 4th down.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The corners are walked up tight. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Here's Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Right side, it's Marshall. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on 4th and short, but they'll line up for the field goal. Never a doubt. There is a flag on the play, and if this is on the defense, guys, would you take the points off the board here? Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Again, it's Underwood. Out wide left, it's Marsh. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. 3rd and 3. Defense might bring the house here. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. He is stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a...
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covered in downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him, get the big sack on 4th down.
Out wide right, it's Young.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these design runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
This is a designed run. Breaks into the open. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Rides to the back. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. In this rivalry, you could just about write the history of the game. Rockne and Fielding Yost, Schembechler and Holtz, the Rocket and Desmond Howard. So many great moments in this rivalry, which has been played since the 1800s.
So many great moments, so many great plays, great players. And how about the uniforms? Just clean, beautiful, pristine unis.
This is just classic college football. And because of all those names that Reese just ripped off, this game always seems to come down to the final play.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Underwood extending the play. He's going to run it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Fighting off the defender. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Defense in press coverage. Quarterback will keep it. Here's a little room there. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. And the Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. Doing it himself again. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. On the move. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. He splits the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. Down by a field goal, 13-10 as they go back to work. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball. It starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Burrowing for yardage. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Turning it on. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Carr. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field.
Runs through a man. He might have space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Working the ground game. Got a little grass. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Trying to do it himself. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on 1st down. Long way to go on 2nd down. Sets his feet. It's Underwood. The screen. He can go. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Fires quickly. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
Oh, pressure's coming. And it's a sack. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead as we get a look at the stats. heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Throwing, Underwood. Rushes on, and down he goes.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. Trying to take it back. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Here's Carr to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewlett.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but they got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Fires to the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Trying to get the corner. He'll toss it. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. Looking for an alley. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. 2nd and long here. Running inside. It's Marshall. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Here's Underwood to throw. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Here comes the offense back onto the field. He's got the tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Hands it off. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. The Wolverines are in the red zone. Underwood. Makes a grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere. Knocked down for a loss.
That is a nice break. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. If they just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense, you're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
Quickly to the tight end. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. New set of downs after the completion. Motion from the back. Pulls it. The keeper on the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Carr. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Dropping back, it's Carr. Gets open down the middle. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Making the adjustment. 4th down, Carr. Throws to the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Here he goes. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, gonna throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. On play action. Here comes the heat. Got him downfield. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another 1st down. Notre Dame comes to the line. That last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. Trying to run, it's Mobley. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're showing confidence in their running game in the red zone. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down to the air. Lets it fly. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now. We got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Marshall. Pass to 6. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, it's Marshall. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. In the backfield, it's Buchanan.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Hand it to the back. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might have a chance. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And just keep feeding this guy the football, and this scoreboard's going to keep lighting up. This dude is unbelievable. He needs just a little bit of space, and he has gone off to the races. This offense, David, has so many weapons, but this running back is a game changer.
He is, and so many weapons is right. This defense has had absolutely no answer so far, giving up way too many points early in this football game. They need to have a conversation on the sidelines. Get the defensive coordinator, get everybody involved. They need more juice, and they got to find some answers fast.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. A terrific play to keep him from getting to the chains and forcing the turnover on downs. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. A run for the quarterback. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Long way to go on 2nd down. Quick give. It's Marshall. Breaks the tackle. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead's extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Fresh set of downs going up top. Dumps it to the back. Just barely got rid of it.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
2nd and long here. Gonna run it. It's Mobley. And he could not get loose on the run. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On the option. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
3rd down. Offense trying to go.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback keeper. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. Spins away from the defense. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. So they got nothing on the last play. Here's 3rd and goal from the 1. Power ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Michigan.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for the edge. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. One of the most storied and beautiful venues in college football, Michie Stadium. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. It's the Arizona Wildcats and the Army Black Knights. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, Coach knows this is a huge opportunity for his team at home today. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cadets offense will go on the attack first. And here comes the junior running back. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future, it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
Gets the back moving. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. He rifles one deep down the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got some room to run. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
you always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make them punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
That makes the score Arizona 7-0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Black Knights offense will go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Black Knights come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. A little release to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Keeps it himself. Now the pitch. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. Got to make the play on 4th. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
This offense has it with really good field position. Drops back. It's Fafita trying to get rid of it. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires to the wideout. Left side is Richardson. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Right side, it's Jordan. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Looking for blockers. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you...
He's going for the big play. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Gets it out to the 20. That's not enough for the 1st down. 4th down coming.
I have absolutely no problem with that call. 3rd and long, passing defense on the field. They sneak the option in.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll send the tight end in motion. Needs it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. And the Black Knights are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. Got the 1st down. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Black Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Off play action on 1st down. Unloads in the nick of time.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Got maybe a yard, 3rd down and 9 coming. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Gives it. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on it.
Makes the grab. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and... Touchdown, Black Knights! Great job by the back on the option. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. And he almost had a pick.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Caught. Nice move there. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Long way to go on 2nd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Quickly out to the tight end. He's loose down the middle. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And how about the big tight end doing the work for the quarterback, man? Nice, short, safe throw. And how about the speed, the athletic ability? You've seen the evolution of the tight end in the history of football, and this is exactly why. They went from being a big target to now a guy that can make plays after the catch and make big home run plays like he did right there.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Pulls it on the option. And he swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. They're working that left side. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Changing the routes with his receivers. The give. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Out wide right, it's Anderson. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Black Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Reels it in. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. It's a fumble. And he gets back on top of it and averts disaster. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The fake wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. There he goes. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer. Force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They looked like they were about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback, too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Second and long here. On the move. Down he goes. Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. The Black Knights will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Looks it in. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Arizona offense coming onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass, it's Fafita. Quickly complete. At midfield, he's got room. Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Sells the run, wants to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Craig. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Going to the running game. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Wildcats have pushed it inside the 20. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Fires into the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Offside. Defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to get the corner. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Pulls it. Turning it on. Enough to move the chains. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. To the air, it's Fafita. He'll try to do it himself. Takes it the other way. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. They've got it, 1st and 10 at the 42. Sells the run, looking to pass. Not enough juice on that one.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On the run, fires downfield. Makes the grab. It's Richardson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. From the gun. They'll make the stop, but he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. Now on 2nd down. They give it back to him. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Arizona going back to work with another first down. Sells the run, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. 2nd down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away, because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown.
He's trying to get it in. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return, as the coverage unit was there and ready. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Going downfield for the big play. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. It's the Army Black Knights and the Oregon Ducks. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. And the Black Knights ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Hits inside. It's Davison. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Dante Moore unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Moore to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Takes a shot at the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! What a grab in the end zone for 6. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for running room. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play fake. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Fields the punt. Makes a move. And they'll stop him right there on the return. Moore fires to the wideout. Holds on, it's Hooks. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 10. Touchdown Ducks. A great catch and run for 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. From deep, it's Benson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Black Knights offense will go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Here's Moore to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Let's see what he can do with the return. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. He'll take it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punt.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Throwing more. Fires to the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Oregon. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Black Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack, but...
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. On the option. Keeps it himself. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on 3rd and long with the run, and nothing doing.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only...
It's blocked. He couldn't get it away. Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Dante Moore. With the catch, it's Stewart. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll get enough for the 1st down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Finds his target. Finds a crease at the 20. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. That big play really has him in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Moore will throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! He got it, beat down in bounds. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. Looking for the edge. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Keeps it himself. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Give to the fullback. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He never had a chance, never came close to converting that 4th down. Great job by this defense. Moore. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
What we just saw from the quarterback is potentially a benchable offense. If you're the head coach of this team, you got to be wondering about your quarterback here. I mean, not only did you take a sack when you were in field goal range, which is a cardinal sin, but you just lost 20, 30 yards on that last play. I mean, what are we doing?
That incompletion leaves him staring at a third down. Moore from the gun on third down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Incomplete, and they fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Out wide left, it's Howard. Across the 25, he's got room. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Black Knights peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Motion from the back. They'll run it. Defense all over him.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Wants to go up top on second down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions in the first half of this game. He's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
At the 20, he's got space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's Moore to throw. Snags it. And the catch and run into the end zone.
Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup. It's the Army Black Knights against the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler along with Joel Klatt. We are excited for this quarterfinal game, and Holly Rowe joins us on the sidelines with some of the key storylines.
The most iconic venue in all of college sports, and it never disappoints. The Rose Bowl is rocking right now. This beautiful scenario, this beautiful setting. We cannot wait to have another iconic moment. History continues to get made right here on this field, guys. The Rose Bowl is ready to rock for this huge playoff game. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. And the Black Knights will kick this away to get us going. And that one goes out of bounds. A less than ideal beginning to this game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Ducks. Way too much speed on that play.
You can't start any better than that as an offense. You get that ball and you go right down the field for a score. You know, a lot of times these offensive coordinators create scripts, the first 10 or 15 plays. They map them out during the week. Well, this one was mapped out perfectly.
Returner trying to create good field position. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Send the back in motion. They'll try the option play here.
Chris, I love it so much. I know that we're a couple of Colorado guys, but this is like watching old school Nebraska football, man. Joel Makovica right down the middle of the field. Give it to the fullback, baby. I love this style of football.
Getting set. Here's second down. It's an option look. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Crucial third down play right here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Not much on the return, but the pick will set up the offense at the 35. The offense will begin now with excellent field position. Play action here on first down. The pocket breaking down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Breaks into the open. Tackled after the return, but a huge takeaway. Could be a momentum shift right there.
Incredible response by this defense, Chris. You come out right in the sudden change situation. The offense turns it over. You're on the field, and you get the ball right back for that offense. Now it's incumbent on them to actually put that turnover behind them and move the ball down the field.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. He steps out at the 4, close to a big 6. Still a great play.
He's just been off all day, Chris, and he hasn't been able to recover from these mistakes and these early turnovers, and now multiple turnovers on the day. Again, I've always said, true mark of a quarterback, how do you respond to mistakes? And today, he just has not responded well.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. He's swarmed by the defense.
Chris, I think they need to change the look up here defensively on first down. With two safeties back, it's just too easy to gain yards on the ground. They're giving them a...
Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. He steps out short of the end zone at the 7, but what a play.
This is just a game-changing play right here. Not only the interception, but the huge return on the back of it to set up the offense with great field position. Now they've got to capitalize and put this ball in the end zone. What a tremendous play.
Suddenly off the interception, it's first and goal for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Touchdown, Army. They go to the air to reach the end zone.
Chris, how often do we talk to these coaches and they talk about the sudden change, that you've got to capitalize when you get a turnover, and here the offense is able to do that. First snap after the defense gets the ball back, and they're in the end zone. That is complimentary football 101.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Gets across the 25-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that area. To throw, it's Moore. He escapes the pocket. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Will not be brought down. Tackled all the way down to the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points. First down here for this offense. And here's the handoff. Oh, he's got open step, putting toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Returner looking to create better field position. Coverage team flying downfield. Not much gained on that return. And here comes the Army offense onto the field now. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. That's a design quarterback keeper. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
Got an opening here. Breaks into the clear. And he goes out of bounds just past midfield.
Oh, this is just so tough on a defense. You've got this extra blocker because they're going to run the quarterback design run, and there's just not enough numbers. You've got to commit so many resources as a defense to try to stop this concept. Really, Chris, it's both safeties need to be up near the line of scrimmage. That's why it's so dangerous. The risk-reward is just not there for the defense, and they give up a big play because of it. Just not quite on the same page. There are some days you get to the park and it's just not working, and this is just an incompletion that I can't explain.
2nd and 10 now from the 48 after that incompletion. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now, it's a shaky way to start the series. A false start backs him up, makes this 2nd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. What a catch! Powering through the defender. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11. And the Black Knights pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. We give it to the big fullback here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
They bring him down, but not before he gets to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, Chris, I like this play right here because after a 2nd and 10, what you want is just a manageable third down. I've always thought, like, hey, get half of this back, create a third down that's more manageable for the play caller and for the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done here.
Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Looking for a man. He's got it near the end zone. Brought down short of the marker. That's going to set up a 4th and 2.
Chris, I like the idea here offensively of getting the ball to the running back in space and allowing him the opportunity to make somebody miss. He just couldn't do that. Give a lot of credit to this defense. They're playing with great pursuit and leverage, good tackling in space, and now it's 4th down.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Boy, I thought in that situation they might go for it. 4th and short in the red zone. But they did talk about points being at a premium in this matchup. And if they got in this situation, they wanted to put points on the board, and they do so here.
offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short. Here's the second down play. Press coverage now from the secondary. It's a shotgun run call. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. As we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Receiver in motion now. Nice grab. It's Stewart. Look out, he's breaking free. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. So they get a big gain by feeding the speedy wide receiver, Joe. They told us they were going to do this. It makes sense. Get him the ball however you can.
Well, I really love that they're doing it with the RPO because that puts the defense in conflict, and then you can utilize that speed, and he's got more space to operate. The only thing the quarterback's got to make sure of, Chris, is delivering an accurate throw because, remember, timing plus ball placement, that equals...
They can't get him to the ground. Sophomore brought down after a nice run. The Ducks looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore. The Ducks line up on 1st and 10 now. Trying to run it. It's Davison.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards. And
it's caught. He's got room. Touchdown, Ducks. That's how you finish a play. And now the try here for the extra point.
What I love about this throw is that it is on time, and when you're on time, you can complete the ball in tight windows, you can allow for yards after the catch, all of it, and here, they're able to get the completion for the touchdown. Beautiful job by this quarterback.
Returner choosing to field this one. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Incomplete, tried to find the receiver there, just missed him.
No, 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 no. You can't make that throw as a quarterback. The defense is all over that. The eyes are in the backfield. It's zone coverage. They know exactly where he's looking, and he's staring at his intended target the entire time. That throw has got to...
And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. He could go. He's past the 30. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? Back to throw. It's Moore. Looking for the wideout. Pass caught. Can he get in?
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you.
And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Chris, this group is so good. You give them just a little bit of momentum, they're going to take it, they're going to use it to build a big lead, and that's what they've done. And now this is a precarious situation. Unless you get a score going the opposite direction, this one could get out of hand.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. Steps out at the 16. Would have been a lot better off just taking a knee in the end zone. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They stop him right at the 24.
It's always important to stay on schedule as an offense. It allows you to have full disposal of your playbook, and you don't get into those obvious passing situations. So even though they're not moving the chains here, this is what I would call a very successful play because you're on schedule.
Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's a bullet, but incomplete.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They can complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. They feed the fullback this time. They make the tackle, but he converts on 4th down.
Chris, initially I thought they might just try to draw him offside here. I did not think that they were going to snap it, but I'm shocked they went for it and they picked it up on the ground.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Quick throw testing the middle. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
Looking to throw it deep. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. But now it's 3rd down.
You quarterbacks out there, when you're throwing the football down the field, you cannot let your eyes track the ball. You've got to keep your eyes on the target. Like shooting a three-pointer, you keep your eyes on the rim. If you keep your eyes on the target, that ball is going to fall perfectly into place. A lot of times when your eyes go up, you tend to over...
And it's intercepted. He's bringing it back. Powering through a tackle. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking downfield. It's Moore. On the move now. Looking for 6. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Just so difficult to throw the ball in this area of the field because it's condensed. You're in the red zone. These defensive windows, they're just smaller, and you can see they reacted. Nice hit right as the ball arrives.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. He'll throw it now. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Great connection there for 6 points.
Chris, this one feels like the dagger. Now up big right before the half. Able to execute, get it into the end zone. There's not a lot of hope on that opposite sideline heading into the locker room.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Bringing it out, it's Benson. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage, but he should have left the ball in the end zone. So the drive begins here, backed up at their own 9. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, the ball is loose. It's a mad scramble. A scoop and score. Wow. Touchdown, Oregon.
Chris, we've got the big man touchdown. You've got to understand, this might be the first time he's ever touched the football in a game, and it might be certainly the first time he's ever been in the end zone. What a moment. Look at that grin on his face.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. They try to run it with the option, fighting off the defender. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
The Ducks will signal for their first timeout. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Context as he let the ball go. Oh, that one's picked off. Could take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks. And the defense joins the scoring party now.
They have completely taken over the game with this defense. They're aggressive. It's their second score. And I got to tell you, you just are going to win 100% of the time your defense puts it in the end zone twice. What a job by this group.
Bringing it out, it's Benson. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Design quarterback run. Oh, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
This D-line is just winning the line of scrimmage and this battle up front. They're being more physical and more aggressive, and the quarterback doesn't have really any chance to gain positive yards. You can tell he's fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage from the get-go.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Just time enough for one more play in the half. On third down, he drops to throw. To dart to the left side. And the ball is picked off. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. The Ducks will kick this away to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. They're going to run the option. They're going to run it. That gets the carry. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier. And a great tackle in the backfield.
Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
As an O-line, you've got to do a better job of protecting your quarterback. I know they don't get to him with a hit or a sack, but here the timing of the play is clearly affected, and it leads to an incompletion.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Oh, and he cannot hold on. A chance at a 4th interception by this defense here today. Does bring up 4th down. Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a first down with plenty to spare. And the Black Knights come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here's the option play. Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. Defense picks it up, still moving. Welcome to famed Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. It's the Washington State Cougars and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Great to welcome in Holly Rowe now, reporting to the sidelines. Holly?
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Holly. And the Cougars will kick this deep to get us going. Fielded in the end zone. It's Mobley. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He shreds the tackle. He's got the first down and still motoring. Here he goes. Now the 40, the 30, inside the 20, inside the 10. Touchdown, Irish. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground. Wow, an explosive run, just ripping apart this defense in the opening drive, Joel, and making an early statement.
This is exactly what the coaches mentioned to us. They wanted to establish the run, win the line of scrimmage, and they're able to do this on the opening drive. This defense is going to have to adjust, or this could be a long day.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And is fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And they'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. Using his legs, it's Voorhees. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a second and short.
Well, you got to love a first down play like that. It opens up the entire playbook. Now you can take a shot. You can be aggressive. Second and inches, anything is at your disposal.
Looking to scramble. They'll try a pass here. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Well, Chris, it wasn't technically a pass breakup, but there was nowhere to go if he even caught that. And, in fact, I feel like he was even hearing some of the footsteps. You can kind of understand the drop because the defense was all over. That's a good job by this defense. They did not get taken by surprise there with a throw on 3rd and short, but you better be ready for this run play. They're likely going for it on 4th.
On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's incomplete on 4th down. The offense will now take over in plus territory. That's going to be a turnover on downs for the offense. The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. To the air, it's Carr. Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. 5-yard pickup on 1st down sets him up at 2nd and 5. A lot of play calling options here. Handing off on the draw play. Has the 1st down and more. He's got a crease. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. This offense cannot be stopped. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Voorhees. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. The Washington State offense back out on the field now. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Locates the tight end. It's complete.
Chris, these are so difficult to defend, and the reason is that tight end is normally so involved in the run blocking. So when you put a play-action fake out there, there is conflict on the deep.
It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Brought down after the return, but a huge takeaway at this moment. The offense with 3 tight ends now in first down, trying to create a mismatch. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Yeah, Chris, you got to understand the situation here. As a quarterback, you've got a big lead. You cannot put the ball in harm's way. That was a disaster waiting to happen. Almost picked off. Got to be careful with the football.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
That is a poor decision by this quarterback. That's not the matchup that you want. The coverage is tight. Really should have been intercepted. I think the quarterback got away with that one. Sigh of relief from that offensive coordinator that that's not a turnover.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. On the move, looking deep down the right side. And it's caught inside the 10. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
This tight end is certainly a playmaker, and that's a big completion here. Good throw by the quarterback, but what I love about it is it's setting them up for first and goal. Now it's about what you can do to pay this off, getting this ball into the end zone. They've got to get 6 out of this drive.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Offense facing second and goal. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
I love that this offense doesn't get bored taking the profit. If this defense can't stop this back, then give him the ball, and he continues to find the end zone. 3rd touchdown of the game. If they don't adjust, make them pay, and that's exactly what this coordinator has done.
Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Voorhees. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That's caught. It's Freeman. The Cougars will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Hawkins. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. The sure hands. It's Freeman. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. The 5-yard gain is a win on first down. Sets up now 2nd and 5. Grab down the middle. It's Clements. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down. This Washington State offense is moving quickly down the field.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone. This is one of the advantages of playing zone defense is that the eyes of the defender are all over the quarterback. So even though it looks like a completion, he's able to break on the football and create contact to knock it loose. Chris, I just get the sense that this quarterback is rushing. He goes through his reads. I think he does that a little quickly. He tries to get to the check down, throw this ball short, and he's unable to connect. He's jumping at the throws. Again, he's got to relax and establish some sort of rhythm.
And they get the conversion there. Set up now first down at the 38.
Well, they're able to get themselves off the hook. They put themselves behind the chains, an obvious passing situation.
Makes the catch and has space. He goes out of bounds. They move the ball to the 20. Washington State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the quarterback dropping back. Escaping the pressure, moving right. This one is incomplete, right in the back corner of the end zone.
This is exactly what this defense wanted to do, was get this quarterback off of his spot. And here he's got to escape to the right side of the field. And now he's on the run. And
he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State.
Chris, I always talk about it. Timing and accuracy from the quarterback create these yards after the catch. And here he's able to put the ball on time and on target. And it affords the wide receiver the ability to run after the catch into the end zone. That is beautiful football, offensive football 101.
Point after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7. As we hit the quarter break, Notre Dame has the lead. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial second quarter beginning right now. Bringing it out, it's Porter. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Runs through the defender. Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play.
Chris, you're supposed to build a defense front to back and inside out. None of that happens here. This offense hits them right down the middle. That is way too easy. They're going to have to change this scheme immediately. Call something different on defense right now.
And it's incomplete. They tried the trick play on first down. Doesn't fool the defense. Incompletion makes it second down. Play action fake, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
This group is just not on the same page right now. The timing, something about this offense seems off, and clearly the quarterback is feeling that.
But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down.
I tell you, you got to play well on third down. That's the money down for a quarterback. To be honest, Chris, I don't really care what a quarterback does on first and second. He's got to be great in situations, and one of those situations that I think about is third down. Unable to connect here, and now you got a decision to make on fourth.
Here comes the Cougars offense back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. The sure hands. It's Freeman. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48. And the Cougars hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. That's reeled in. It's Freeman. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Pass play produces just a yard, so now they come up 2nd and 9. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Turns it loose downfield. Oh, he makes the catch. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Looking to throw again. Short connection to the tight end here. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a 2nd and short. So the catch sets up 2nd and very short, and plenty of options for the offense. Wants to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Freeman. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Breaks into the open. At midfield. Inside the 40. Past the 20. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Irish. The big man goes all the way to the end zone with a pick 6. Get him some oxygen.
The field position has to change your mentality as a quarterback. They're in field goal range, Chris, and he's got to make sure that he's conservative with the ball. If he feels like he's got 3 points in his pocket, he puts it in harm's way, and not only is it picked, but it's taken back for 6. What a return in the athleticism from this secondary.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he steps out to the 29. That's where they'll begin the drive. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. First down, looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's Freeman. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. No huddle now for the offense.
This defense is going to have to change something up here. These safeties are going to have to start driving down on the inside wide.
It's caught. He's breaking free. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat. Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. From the shotgun, handoff inside. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on 3rd down. And it's a direct snap. Look out, he's got space ahead.
Chris, I know it's difficult for the defense because they've got to be prepared for so many threats from this offense, but clearly this wide receiver is going to be a focal point of the game plan, whether they're throwing it to him or here, handing it to him in the run game. They have to key on this player. I think the safeties really need to understand where he's at all times.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. And the Fighting Irish will call their first timeout. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. They get just 2 yards on the pass play. Now it's 2nd down and 8 coming up. Back to pass. It's Carr. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You know, this is such good defense. Even if he catches this, I don't think he's getting much. It's thrown fairly short. Defense is there. Incomplete. Seems kind of nondescript.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Fires it to the wideout. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
What a huge play by the defensive back. Looks like it's going to be a 1st down, and he's able to dislodge that ball, create the incompletion. Now it's 4th down. Again, timing. You got to show up at the right time with physicality. Knocks the ball loose, 4th down.
He missed it. Off target that time. And the lead remains at 21 after the miss. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. First down, looking to throw the football. Pulls it in. It's Freeman. He goes out of bounds, but gets inside the 40. And the Cougars will come to the line to run the hurry up. And looking to throw now on 1st down. The pocket collapsing. Pulls it in. It's Voorhees. He goes out of bounds, but they're now inside the 30. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
When we talked with the coaches, they said this was their concern. Their offensive line trying to hold up against this pass rush. And here, right away, they've got the quarterback under duress.
And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Man, as a quarterback, you really love to have that one back. This is third and manageable. You feel like you can move the chains here. They did a fine job on first and second down, putting them in a situation where they've got both the run and the pass at their disposal, and they're unable to.
He's got it. Enough for a first down. He goes out of bounds, but the gain moves the ball into the red zone. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. It's a quick grab. And they get him down on what will be the final play of this first half. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. Eager to get something going as we begin the third quarter. Cut in to this huge lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
This is a really poor decision. You've got to manage the game as a quarterback, make your offense right. Here, it's the first play of the drive, and as soon as you break contain and you're outside of the pocket, you cannot take a sack. That ball has got to be thrown into the 5th row, burn the ball, create 2nd and 10 rather than 2nd and forever.
Looking deep to the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. Looking to throw it on first down. That's reeled in. It's Freeman. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. He escapes the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Once you're outside of the tackle box, you can live to play another down as a quarterback, and he just throws it away. I like that decision. Didn't feel like there was much open down the field.
Looking to chuck it again. Wide open downfield. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12. The Cougars hustle to the line to run that hurry up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. On the move now. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Washington State.
Right back in this football game. That's a big score here in the third quarter to try to cut into that deficit. And this is a very different feel now with the defense coming on the field. You get a stop, get the ball back for an offense that's created some momentum.
Empty backfield now as they go for two. And he drops back in the gun. Here comes the pressure. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Porter. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Gives it to the back. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Offense in hurry-up mode. And the wideout goes in motion. And now the running back's got it again. As the first down is still going. They make the tackle, but this running back just continues to churn out the yards. What a game. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. To throw, it's Carr. He cannot escape. It's a sack. We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long.
This is a no-chance play as a quarterback. This defensive end is getting off the ball so quickly. He is electric. That first step, he gets to the quarterback so quick, he's got nothing to do but protect the football. And thankfully for the offense, he's able to do so.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Look out, he's in the clear. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return. Washington State's offense back on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Oh, and he can't quite hang on. Almost the 4th interception he's thrown today. He's up 2nd down. Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. At the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Makes a quick grab. Great defensive play, tackled quickly. Not much of a gain. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Washington State. Empty set as they try for the 2-point conversion. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And it's caught for a 2-point conversion, so now they're down just 1 score. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Porter. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Back in motion now. On 1st down, it's play action. Oh, the pass rush gets home. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Chris, there's so much emphasis put on 3rd down, and rightly so. That's really the action play of the series. But the 3rd down success or lack thereof, it really happens because of what happens on 1st down. And here, this defense creating a negative play on 1st down is setting them up for success here down the line.
The offense really clicking here. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. Grab behind the line, it's Washington. He stopped right at the line. That's sure tackling. Now it's 2nd down here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. A quick juke. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. As we hit the quarter break, Notre Dame has the lead. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game stats before we move on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Oh, he's got it down inside the 20. Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Leaning on the run game here. Ball is loose. Who can recover? A scoop and score.